Hi there, I'm Chris Shoto. I'm owner of Freedom Body Fitness. And yeah, I'm excited to go over. I've got a great presentation for you here. I've got something that I use with clients and I kind of teach them as far as helping them create routines and just really setting them up for success. So I hope that you have big takeaways from this presentation as far as things that you can incorporate. And you can definitely use what I'm using here. I actually just had a client of mine who was down over 50 pounds. And I was asking her, I put a PDF together for all the clients with this, kind of just outlining them just so they can use this as a checklist to really set themselves up for success. And I was like, did you see the checklist? She's like, yeah. I was like, are you using it? And she's like, or did you use it? And she's like, well, she's like, not really. And she's trying to be nice. Like, but then she's like, isn't these the things like you've been teaching me to do anyway? And I was like, yes, yes, because that's like I just kind of streamlined it. So this is something that can really set you up for success. It's something I do use with the clients. It is a little bit of work initially as we kind of get into it, but yeah, let's dive in. So let me get this little picture out of the way here, a little bit smaller. Um, all right, very good. So this is a checklist. So this is to set yourself up for success every single week. So preparation and planning is key. So Sunday's a great day. It's a great day to get food prepped. It's a great day to get yourself set up for the week. Monday is always a fresh start. There's a thing that I always say, never miss a Monday. So set yourself up, try to get yourself where you can do some type of exercise, something to really propel you to never miss a Monday, make that some type of meaning for you to really move into creating the lifestyle. But so here are the suggestions. So I will attach a PDF with this. There should be in comments or somewhere, but I will have a PDF that I'm getting it made so it looks a lot nicer. I just put it on a doc. But anyway, I like them to look fancy. Anyway, so here we go. So number one is to reflect and plan. Now, when you reflect means you're going to look back on the past week. And sometimes you got to look back even further as just as far, because what this is doing, I'm trying to get you to reflect back on what got you to the point where we're at now. And a lot of times, like when you start doing this week to week, you want to really reflect back on the wins. This is something I'm always everybody I've coached over the last years, I'm focusing on like, what are your wins? It's important to focus on wins because that starts opening you up to being more creative and thinking about the possibilities versus if you're in the wrong mindset, like as you're doing it, like it's going to be hard to be creative and come up with the solutions to what you're trying to come up with because this is going to be preparation and planning. So you reflect back on what you did. When you reflect back on your past week, whatever it is, it's like, okay, what are the things that went well? What are the things that didn't go well? What can I learn from them? When you're learning, you're growing. So it's like always try to learn, and those are big wins. A lot of the wins that create transformation and change are the small things that you don't really think about. So sometimes like putting some time in this can be important, but reflect, and then you're going to start to plan everything out. So next step is going to be you're going to set a goal. So set a goal for the next week. So on Sunday, when you reflect again, you're going to be like, okay, did I reach my goal? Did maybe you can set like, hey, I'm going to do 3 workouts for the week. I'm going to do 2 stretches. I'm going to do some little bit of cardio as well, whatever it is, but you set your goals for the week, and that's kind of simplifying it. You can use this for work and everything else too, as far as setting you up for success with things in general. Like preparation is key. And this is a way of measuring. So when you're reflecting, you're measuring, and then you try to improve. You just try to keep getting a little bit better every week, and you will create change that way. But set your goals and be specific. Look up SMART goals. I'm not going to go over that today, but specific SMART stands for specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely. So, but look those up and like get into the habit of learning how to set good, solid, specific goals that are measurable and attainable, realistic, and timely. So, but yeah, there's all kinds of information. If you look up SMART goals, you'll find plenty on that. Say take some time to plan your meals. So like food prep is going to be key. Eating nutritiously is a big part of a healthy lifestyle. If you're not accustomed to food prepping and cooking it, like those are skills that you can build. So it's like taking it one step at a time. But if you don't cook or never meal prep, maybe just start with one meal and just try to food prep one meal for the week, maybe every day at lunch at work, having a healthy lunch. And then you can add a breakfast in there the following week. There's lots of ways that you can do it. I mean, or you can do all three, whichever you're comfortable with, but plan them out and then create a grocery list from it. So next, as far as the grocery list, um, just take the recipes that you take and just write them down. It's easy to make a grocery list. Just pick your recipes, write down your ingredients that you're going to need that you don't have at the house, and then that's going to be your grocery list. But plan that out as well, and then I put in here and then go shop or the grocery shopping. So plan your meal list and then go grocery shopping. Okay, so the next is going to be meal prep. Like meal prep, it's a skill. Like it's something I've got mine down. I've been meal prepping, and in a sense, like I do it multiple times throughout the week. So, but I did it on Sundays, every single Sunday. I did it for 10, 15 years. Like it was a 2, 3 hour, sometimes 4 hour, depending on starting a new meal plan. I was spending a lot of times because the first time you do it, it's going to take some time. Second time, it takes a little less time. Each time you do it, you'll start getting better, but you're not ever going to get better if you don't actually do it. So it's like, just take steps. And even the example I used before, one meal now, one meal later. And sorry, I just realized my picture's in the way here of that. But you're definitely going to have to set some time aside for this. It's a commitment. It takes time to be healthy, and it gets easier as you start developing it into habits and just routines that just become who you are. So, and then save time. It's going to save you time during the weeks, and it's just going to set you up for success. You're preparing. And then your exercise schedule. So, and then this picture here is Tina. So she's down almost 60 pounds with us right now. But yeah, you can even see the guns and muscle, but she's prepared. Like she's getting her meal prep in, she's getting her exercise, she's getting the routines. The other person I was talking about was somebody else, but like, yeah, she's had great success. I guarantee if I asked her, she's probably doing the same things as well. I know she's meal prepping and doing all those things because we talk about it often. But set your exercise schedule and put it on your calendar. So plan the workouts, what day, like even time, and just try to make sure you follow your calendar. Successful people follow a plan, a calendar. I've trained lots of very successful people in my past, and they live by their calendar. So it's like, get it on the calendar, learn to follow that, and just write it all down, and write down the things on your calendar if you need reminders, and just make sure you're checking in. That's another way of measuring. Again, what gets measured gets managed, meaning you're going to focus on it, because where focus goes, energy flows. I can go all kinds of directions here, but put that exercise schedule together. Rest and relaxation. This is another important part about a healthy lifestyle. It's not just go, 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 which we like to do all the time, but it's like setting some time aside to relax, to rest, whether reading a book, taking a bath, practicing meditation, self-care. Healthy lifestyle does include these things. You gotta put that love back into yourself for all your hard work. So that's super important as well. Put it on your calendar. Like put it in there, because a lot of times if it's not there, we're not going to follow it. And then the next two here, just there's 4 little points I like to always hit on: the exercise, nutrition, hydration, and then sleep, which is going to be the next one. But these are all the important. But the hydration, just making sure you're staying hydrated. There's water apps to remind you if you're not a person who's used to drinking your water, but just get into the habit where you're drinking your water on a regular basis. And then the sleep schedule. So setting your time, like getting a good sleep routines is key as well, but really trying to focus where you're getting 7, 8 hours of sleep based on the scientific research. And you're starting to hear more and more about this, but the sleep, as far as the longevity and health, is super important. And it's like a good way to, and there's all kinds of suggestions I got here. I'm not going to go into details about, ready to go off on a tangent that we'd be here all day, but it's like the main one that I recommend: trying to go to bed at the same time, around the same time, and getting up at the same time. So like I go to bed usually around 9 p.m. and I usually get up around 5 a.m. So and it's a lot of times, like sometimes on the weekend, you go hang out with friends and you end up going to bed at midnight. That'll throw me off for a few days because I'm very into my routines, and it's very very powerful for a long-term healthy lifestyle of really focusing on getting sleep. Doesn't have to be perfect, but it's like just try to get into consistency. The body really likes consistency. And then just some quick tips here. So just mindful eating, to practice mindful eating, just taking time to savor your meals. A lot of times like we're in a hurry, just eat, and eat fast, but just really try to enjoy what you're eating. That'll help you feel more full, and it's more satisfying as well. You're enjoying the experience with it. And in digital detoxes, like one of the things we're very consumed with our phones and social media and computers and emails and television and just the constant barrage of going through them. So detoxing, like a lot of times, like Sundays, like I'm leaving the technology. I got my Apple Watch, take these things off, and I'm not connecting because I'm trying to connect and really be with family on Sundays. So, but those are the recommendation there. By following the checklist, establishing that routine and doing it on a weekly basis. Consistency is key with whatever it is that you're trying to create. This helps start preparing you mentally, refocusing, resetting. A lot of times on the weekends, we kind of get thrown off. So on Sunday, setting that time aside, maybe in the night, maybe in the morning, whatever is going to work best for you. Set yourself up for success. And then just watch things change. Just be patient and just keep showing up, keep doing the work, and you'll see some great change. So anyway, thank you. I hope you enjoyed this. If you got a place to give me a thumbs up somewhere, wherever this video is, yeah, I'll put my video here in front of my face there. Yeah. So anyway, see, I'm moving now. But yeah, give me a thumbs up. If you got any questions with it, go ahead and comment. But if you got value out of this, yeah, just share the love. If you're interested in Freedom Body Fitness, let me know. Just shoot me a message and we can chat. But yeah, overall, I hope you find this helpful. But yeah, get onto the Sunday checklist and get into the routine of that and watch the changes happen. So hope you enjoyed.